Well, so we now have the stories as they've been presented on the news portal My Joy Online, and would want to look at what the stories are. Now, basically, let's get on to the news portal and try to see what the stories are. We'll be giving you the stories. Don't worry about that very soon. Okay, the stories will be coming. Great, now they are coming. I will discharge Ekomika if judge threatens prosecution, and the Accra Circuit Court has ordered state prosecutors to produce 2 witnesses today to testify in the trial of a musician who is on remand for allegedly possessing a quantity of dried leaves suspected to be Indian hemp in Tampere. All right, and Goat judge ordered to proceed on leave, and the Achimswedru Circuit Court judge, somebody I've always given a thumbs up for, who gave an order for a goat thief to be paraded on the street of the town, has been asked to proceed on leave. I think that's not fair. It's better than serving in the juvenile court, so to juvenile remand prison, so to speak. And I feel he did the right thing. Yeah. Police unveil strategy, but I'm not a judge. Okay. Police unveil strategy to deal with robberies at Top Town, and the IGP is at the head of this, making sure the right thing is done all the time. And yesterday he went visiting those areas at Top Town and American Farm, all around the areas that have been the consummate sections of crime the last 2-3 weeks, English and Manfro, and has assured the people that the police will not relent in their efforts to deal with armed robbery attacks in the community. We also have JJ's girl joins NDC race. Okay, there are strong indications that the daughter of former President George Rawlings, Dr. Ezanato Ajiman Rawlings, will contest the parliamentary primary of the National Democratic Congress in the Conley-Clontey constituency. Mama, we enter politics. I'm sure you're...
I should take inspiration, eh?
Yeah, Nuna now will become a top politician one day. Go up, Fred, go up. Okay. Judge fires warning over Ekomika. We've treated that in the last. And ISIS base at Labadi. Okay. And we're told that is just around the area.
Yesterday we went there. Yesterday Mikaela went there.
Okay.
And the people didn't know where the base was, but at least they were worried that everybody was pointing to their community.
Right. Especially when the media began speculating that the place was around Palm Wine Junction.
Yeah. It
also made the inhabitants in the area very much apprehensive, because I have a friend who lives there, and he kept calling me, okay, be an ISIS area. I said,
but you know, the good thing is they want the police to come and investigate, because if there's anything like that, they want it out.
Right. We'll see how that goes. Business Finder has top story: hospitality sector bleeds, low patronage of hotels, high operational costs to blame, and players in Ghana's hospitality industry say they are making huge losses in their operations as the sector continues to grapple with teething challenges, notably the high energy problems we're having, and also the bubble we're seeing in the economy, the forex market not doing well, and also generally the economy not doing well, and so having a lot more effect. CD returns to Africa's worst currency. The Today newspaper has the story: NRSC to demolish billboards, and that is the National Road Safety Commission is expected next week to start pulling down substandard billboards and wrongly cited billboards along main road corridors in the national capital, Accra. And this is to bag millions as nominations. They begin today, so we'll be asking George Lowe whether he'll still be going for that his seat, North Dine.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he is. George Lowe. Right, so we'll have a lot more to talk about, but what are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm taking you back to myjoyonline.com, but this time around to look at some of the stories being reported on the site. The rich must help provide effective policing. That's coming from D. Cope Addo, former Greater Accra Regional Police Commander. But yesterday, our guest in studio, the 2 police officers also, said just about the same thing, revealing that a woman in the Amanfrom community, had offered a building for the police to use. For their operations, so more like another police station in there. KNUST shocked as its graduate joins IS allegedly, and you know, when you hear some of the students speak, they are really worried, not knowing what to do. But the good thing is the university is also very much aware of that situation, and they're trying to do something about it. Adentan MP says he is NDC's only chance of keeping that seat. If they want to win, they better keep him still. Okay, so more stories at myjoyonline.com. FIFA selects Nyantechi to lead Sierra Leone mediation efforts. That's another one there. We'll have more sport after this. Rooney got a hat-trick. Manchester United stroll past club.
You didn't talk about BNI Chase's MPP chairman Wuntumi. That gentleman, I want to interview him.
Chairman Wuntumi?
Yeah. He's always in Kumasi.
You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Okay,
he's a firebrand.
Give him a call.
Yeah, I'll give him a call.
All right, let's get to City FM Online. Let's check out. Ghana could become ISIS training grounds if you can continue to read details of that.
Who's saying that?
Districts, that's what you have to continue to read.
Okay.
All right. So also district assembly elections likely to delay again. We know that it's September 1, which is days away really, but we're told there could be another court action. Could there be? Because it's costing us a lot already. Remember the earlier botched one that didn't happen. Will ensure efficient delivery of West Blue deal. Government improving anti-corruption policies. That's according to President Mahama. Let me take you to the Ghana News Agency. If it opens, yes, and it has. Let's see some stories here. Brekum East ready for assembly elections. Vice President challenges experts to tackle emerging threats. That's another story there on the side. Coalition of NGOs in Health congratulates doctors. Okay. Joint technical meeting between Ghana and Mozambique opens. That's another story there. Let me take you to the BBC. Let's look at the story. South Sudan President Salva Kiir signs peace deal. A lot of people say this is a big deal, and now the people are saying, listen, you signed the deal, it's not for you, it's for all of us. So South Sudan's President Salva Kiir has signed a peace deal with rebels after a threat of sanctions from the UN. He told those gathered for the signing ceremony in the capital, Juba, that he had reservations about how the mediation was conducted and some of the clauses in the compromise deal. But let me take you to this other story that's been making major headlines since yesterday. Imagine, Roland, you know, that you go anywhere. I mean, you're probably standing in Kokomlimle and you're reporting and it's being carried live, and you know, you're just shot and killed, you and your cameraman. And the sad aspect of this is the two people who were involved, the reporter and the cameraman who were shot in Virginia yesterday as they were doing the live report, they both had their partners working in the same organization. So for instance, if it's you, the cameraman had his girlfriend in the control room, just like Patricia is doing right now. I'm not saying Patricia is your girlfriend. And so she was watching what was happening, you know, to her boyfriend live on TV. The person who did the shooting was recording, and those who were affected were also recording. Really, really sad.
And the person who did the shooting really was a former colleague of these.
Of theirs, yeah. But he had been fired 2 years ago, you know, back in 2013. There are still details of that coming out. So he recorded everything that happened. Afterwards, he posted on Facebook. He went on Twitter to update. And then he sent a fax to another media house, a lot of pages explaining himself. The police chased him, but when they found him, he had inflicted gun wounds on himself and then eventually died. But some details coming out now says that a man who shot dead two journalists on live TV in the U.S. state of Virginia apparently sent a rambling fax to ABC News describing himself as a human powder keg shortly after the attack. So he had been dismissed by the same station, killed himself after a police chase. There are more details what is contained in that fax that he sent. For instance, if you're interested, you can check it out. On that sad note, really,
very sad note. And again, erupted the debate, and Piers Morgan has been leading that on Twitter, another social network site, about gun violence in America and how Americans really need to take a certain position on it. You know, it's become because of issues of the Fifth Amendment and things like that. They always say that it's their right to be having guns, and to purchase them. You know, they purchase guns in hardware stores. You just go there, it's displayed.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you can just go and buy.
Yeah.
You don't have to give any reason.
Oh,
just have it registered, that's all.
Yeah, your license, you have the right papers, you buy the gun.
Look at this young lady.
Very beautiful.
She was 24. Moved in with her fiance just the beginning of August. They were talking marriage.
Wow.
And that young man also works with that same media
house. And the
house.
fiance also works there. Very sad.
All right.